Yeah. Howdy, howdy. It's Awol. Still on the PCT. Still Saturday the 6th. Just before noon. Just left Tuolumne Meadows. Solo. Bonus time. Also known as Rick has elected to jump off, which is probably a smart thing. He's been pretty sick the last couple of days. He's going to work his way down the valley and then kind of pop out the west side. So he'll be missed out here. But again, he sounds a lot better today, but he was pretty sick yesterday to the point where we had a serious discussion about pushing his button. So just walking through Tuolumne Meadows right now. The Lambert Dome right behind me. They're doing a lot of climbing right there. And the neat thing about this stretch, this 75-mile stretch between here at Sonora Pass and Meadows Resort North, my sons and I did it several times. I did it, first time I did it with my buddy from high school and a co-worker in 1993. And it's funny, it took us probably 7 or 8 days. And then, I think it was in 2007, I did it with my sons, both my sons. But then in 2009, I think it was, or 10, somewhere around there, I did it with my youngest son. So I've done the stretch many times. Did it in 14 too. That's why I earned my trail name right here in Awol. Some pretty cool peaks over there. See, there's still a lot of snow up in the mountains. So they're very familiar with the stretch right here. It's a smoker, 75-mile stretch, but it's a beautiful stretch, a lot of good memories on it. So I'm excited to jump back on it again and try it out. So plans will head this, jump off Sonora Pass, head down to Meadows, maybe take a Nero Zero, depends on when I get there. And there might be a little weather Monday night, so I don't know. I'd have to push it like crazy to get there by Monday night. Not sure if that's possible or not, so I'm going to try. But here it goes. Got 9.5 in so far, probably 10. I'm going to try to get at least another 10 or maybe a little bit more in. All right. See ya. Got a friendly deer outside my tent. I don't know if she's friendly though. Morning. Awol on PCT. It is Sunday, June the 7th. And just at a river crossing up to my quads. Woo! Cold wake up for the morning. Yesterday I ended up doing about 22, 23. It was split halfway. It was like 9.5. Tuolumne Meadows, and I did the rest of it after Tuolumne Meadows, after Rick jumped off. Bonus time jumped off. Sounded like he was able to hitch down the valley, and he was able to get a bus to Fresno. I don't know if he's home yet or not, but at least he's in the comfort of a hotel at a lower elevation and doing a lot better. Just past the spot, pretty neat. 33 years ago was the first time I've done this section, in 1993, with a good high school buddy of mine and a coworker. And then in 2007 I brought my sons on it, which is pretty neat. Just past the spot where my son Hans got us in trouble. He was ahead. He was going down the hill to say, "You go ahead, get on that side of the creek, and you know, get a campsite for us to start a fire." And he did. It was a great camp spot. There was a fire ring already, and some climbing park ranger, wasn't even a wilderness park ranger, law enforcement park ranger, came around the corner, saw Hans there sleeping in the tent, woke him up, told him that you can't camp here, too close to the river, you can't do this, you can't do that. It wasn't too close to the river. It was close probably, but not too close. But oh, you can't have a fire on top of this kind of dude. Gave him a hard time. I came around the corner, and that guy pissed me off, pissed off Hans. Luckily, there was actually a law enforcement park ranger right around the corner. She's like, "Hey, sorry guys, you know, he's a little overzealous on his job, and they moved us around the corner, put the fire out. And I said, "Hey, if you don't want anybody camping there, you need to get rid of the ring." And I see this, there's no ring there right now. So eventually, they did get rid of the ring. So, but I remember Hans was doing really good that day. I let him go ahead all by himself and say, "You go find us a camp spot." He wanted to pick it out, and he picked out a great camp spot. Turns out they didn't want us to use it, but neat memory. That was in 2007. 93, I don't think we camped anywhere around there. I can't think of where the last spot we camped before that part, probably, but I know we camped down at Glen Alum, we camped at Benson Lake, Wilmer Lake, which I might see today. If I'm able to pull out a 30, we'll see. I'm going to do at least 25, not 30, because I have about 60 miles to Sonora Pass. It's a little over 61, 62 miles. It's possible to get there by tomorrow night, but probably unlikely. So probably I'll walk in there, probably an easy day on Tuesday, jump down the pass, and then kind of go forward from there. So we'll see how it goes. Weather looks like it's going to be okay. Monday might be a little cloudy. Tomorrow might be a little cloudy, but does not look like rain or snow, which is nice. It'll be cooler temperatures. A little cooler in the morning, but the afternoon's a little cooler. That will be fine too. So, all right, let's get it on. Let's get it going. This is Spiller Creek in 2014, the year I earned my trail name Awol. Actually, I fell in this creek right here and broke my tailbone. I was trying to skip across it and try not to get my feet wet. That's okay. I'm going to get my feet wet today. Here's the final approach to Benson Pass. I'll be glad when the snow's done. That's up Benson Pass, 10,000 feet. That's where I came from, and hopefully there's not too much snow ahead. Nice. This is Speedbird Lake. I just missed a bald eagle that was flying through here. So it's neat to see, even though it's still early in the season, they're coming back up to the higher lakes for feeding. See a little hint of Benson Lake down there. Kind of there, right there. Almost there. And that pass right up there, tomorrow is CV Pass. There's a better view of Benson Lake. I'll be camping there tonight if I can get to them. There's a lot of water everywhere. So if it's not flooded out, I'm going to camp around the shoreline. Ow. Any mosquitoes. This is Benson Lake. Camped here in 1993, 2007, 2009, 2014, and now in 2026, the exact same spot. This is a great spot to camp. I have 4 young does trying to invade my campsite here. No, I'm not. I didn't invite you guys for dinner. Hey, I didn't invite you guys for dinner. Nope. No, you guys can't eat. I got nothing for you. This stuff ain't terrible for me. It'd be even worse for you guys. Go ahead. Come on, go ahead. Pass by. I don't know if that's a 2 does and a mom. A fawn. Nope, no, keep going. Come on, keep going. Go ahead. Get out of here. I'm sure they'll be back. We're hovering close here. I think I was going to feed them. Whoa. Oh. Beautiful. Morning. Oh, sorry. Just climbing up CV Pass here. Good morning. It is Monday, June 8th. Just approaching CV Pass here, the lake. Right after, I think it's on this side of CV Pass. CV Pass is coming up here. Or it might be this whole area. Last night, just on the video, I stayed in Benson Lake, which is a beautiful spot. Camped there many times before. Last time I came through here, not last time I came through here, in 2009, came right through here. My son Orrin and his cousin were ahead of me a little bit, and I came around the corner and they were putting out a fire. Apparently there was a lightning strike up here, and they had their bear canisters out scooping water out of the lake right here and putting it out. I think they did a good job. Now let's see. Oh, shoot. Man, they're making me work today. A lot of blowdowns around here. Let's see if I can get around this without dropping my phone. Plan is yesterday. It was about 18, I think it was. Shit, hold on. God damn it. Darn it. Yesterday was an 18. I wanted to go farther, but I didn't want to miss not camping at Benson Lake. That's a neat place. A lot of good memories there. So today, it's from where I started this morning. That's a neat place. 44 miles to Sonora Pass. So I'm going to try to push some miles today. I'm going to try to get out of the park, get on this side of Dorothy Pass, and hopefully 25, 26, somewhere around there. That way Tuesday's a little bit easier. But Tuesday, probably going to have some snow coming up on the approach to Sonora Pass. So hopefully push some miles today. I think I slept pretty good last night, so it was nice to have a campfire. Always good to have a campfire on trail. And saw one guy going southbound today. It's kind of weird. Didn't think I'd see anybody go southbound, but he had started from Tahoe. Seemed pretty serious. And I think he wanted to be alone. He wasn't much for conversation. Whenever you see a hiker going the opposite direction, you want to pick their brain. What about this pass? What about snow levels? And stuff like that. He seemed pretty quiet. So, okay. 8 o'clock now. Been on the trail for about an hour and a half. Let's get the show going. I got some miles to do. And here she is. Kind of hard to see it, but that's 1,000 Pacific Crest Trail miles for a Nobo, for a northbounder. 1,000. That's a lot of damn miles. And still not even halfway done. More than halfway through the state of California, but not halfway done. Good morning, it's Awol on trail. Just past the 1,000-mile mark. And I've got my 1,000-mile cigar in my backpack. It's in my bear canister. I'm going to smoke that somewhere around Sonora Pass tonight. I do every 500 miles I smoke a cigar to kind of celebrate the milestone, because it's pretty significant. Yeah, and then obviously the next one is the halfway mark at 1250. I mean, that's a real good milestone. You think about the milestones, and when you start out in the PCT, it's typically okay. First 100 miles, first 200 miles, and then you start doing increments of 500, and then after 1250, it's weird. Like for me, 100 miles is a significant milestone. Then 500 miles, and then 700 is a huge one, and then 1,000 right behind me right here. Those are huge. So pretty neat to celebrate those milestones. Huge accomplishments for anybody that comes out here. I mean, this is the last 2 weeks. Just to let you know, the last 2 weeks, I don't think my feet have been dry maybe an hour. I think one night I actually made camp and they were dry, my socks were dry, but mostly every night you make camp, your feet are wet, your socks are wet, your gaiters are wet, and your shoes are wet, and you put your shoes outside your tent every night. Oh, big step down. And you wake up in the morning, put your socks on, they're wet, and you put your shoes on, they're wet. You got to get used to wet shoes. So this last 500 miles is definitely harder than the first 500 miles, that's for sure. But okay, yesterday did a just under 24 miler. I was going to do a 26, but I'm glad I stopped where I did. Just before Dorothy Lake, camped right there at the stock campground. It's a nice campground. Oh, nice, real nice fire pit. But it was late when I got there. It was a long day, so I didn't have a fire. But that's a great little fire pit they have right there. And today, so it's just under 21 miles to Sonora Pass. So the plan is to get down there. Obviously, I've only got 18 miles to go. Get down there. There's a little bit of climbing. You got to come up a kind of a high ridge to get out of this kind of basin area right here. So I'll do that and go to Sonora Pass and then hitch a ride, get a shower tonight. Oh, maybe a real bed, and it'd be very nice. So, okay, let me get going. I got a lot of walking to do. 1,000 miles done. That's pretty cool. I'm happy. What's going on, buddy? What do you want? I'm not going to give you any food. You better go in that hole. Looks like this bridge has seen better days. And I still got to go up there. All right, micro spikes back on for this section right here. Came from all the way down there. Actually around the corner on that side. I'm gonna go all the way around that ridge line right there. Just Sonora Pass. That's Levitt Lake down there. Camped down there with the kids before a couple times. Hans actually broke through the ice there one time. Up on the ridge line above it. Down there. I thought I was done using my micro spikes, but I guess not. I just went through that. I might keep them on for a little bit. I feel when I get around that corner, I have to put them back on again. I'm done, bitches. Motherfucker!